Hi everyone, welcome back to the Comptia Network Plus course, Standard Business Documents. In the course of supporting mergers and acquisitions and in providing support to departments within the organisation, it's always important to keep the details of agreements in writing to reduce the risk of misunderstandings. In this section, I'll discuss the standard documents that are used in these situations. You should be familiar with the purpose of the following documents. A statement of work, SOW. This document spells out all details concerning what work is to be performed, deliverables, and the timeline a vendor must execute in performance of specified work. Memorandum of Understanding, MOU. This is agreement between two or more organizations that details a common line of action. It is often used in cases where parties do not have a legal commitment or in situations where parties cannot create a legally enforceable agreement. In some cases, it is referred to as a letter of intent. Master License Agreement, MLA. This is an agreement whereby one party is agreeing to pay another party for the use of a piece of software for a period of time. These agreements are what you would expect. These agreements, as you would expect, are pretty common in the IT world. Service Level Agreement, SLA. This is an agreement that defines the allowable time in which a party must respond to issues on behalf of the other party. Most service contracts are accompanied by an SLA, which often include security, priorities, responsibilities, guarantees, and warranties. Regulations. In contrast, regulations are rules imposed on your organization by an outside agency like a certifying board or a government entity, and they're usually totally rigid and immutable. The list of possible regulations that your company could be subject to is so exhaustively long, there's no way I can include them all in this book. Different regulations exist for different types of organizations depending on whether they're corporate, non-profit, scientific, educational, legal, governmental, and so on, and they also vary by where the organization is located. For instance, US governmental regulations vary by county and state. Federal regulations are piled on top of those, and many other countries have multiple regulatory bodies as well. The Sarbanes-Oxley Act of 2002 (SOX) is an example of a regulation system imposed on all publicly traded companies in the United States. Its main goal was to ensure corporate responsibility and sound accounting practices, and although they may not sound like it would have much of an effect on your IT department, it does, because a lot of the provisions in this act target the retention and protection of data. Believe me, something as innocent sounding as deleting old emails could get you in trouble if any of them could have remotely had material impact on the company. Financial disclosures, deleting them could actually be breaking the law. All good to know, so beware and be careful. I'm not going to give you a laundry list of regulations to memorize here, but I will tell you that IT regulations center around something known as a CIA triad. Confidentiality. Only authorized users have access to the data. Integrity. The data is accurate and complete. Availability. Authorized users have access to data when access is needed. One of the most commonly applied regulations is the ISO IEC 27002 standard for information security, previously known as ISO 17799, renamed in 2007 and updated in 2013. It was developed by the International Organization for Standardization ISO and the International Electrotechnical Commission IEC, and it is based on British Standard BS 77991 199. The official title of ISO IEC 27002 is Information Technology Security Techniques Code of Practice for Information Security Controls. Although it's beyond our scope to get into the details of the standard, know that the following items are among the topics it covers: risk assessment, security policy, organisation of information security, asset management, human resource security, physical and environmental security, communication and operations management, access control, information systems acquisition, development and maintenance, information security, incident management, business continuity management, compliance. So what do you take with you from this? Your mission is clear. Know the regulations your company is expected to comply with, and make sure your IT policies and procedures are totally in line with any regulations so it's easy for you to comply with them. No sense getting hauled off to jail because you didn't archive an email right. Safety practices. In this course of doing business, it's the responsibility of the company to protect the safety of its workers, customers, vendors and business partners. In the following sections, some of the issues that affect safety are considered, along with best practices and guidelines for preventing injuries and damage to equipment. So that's all I have for today. Sorry now. That's all I have today for this video. So if you like listening, please consider like, sharing and subscribing. Thank you.